Top of the morning, Eagles. Coming up on Eagle TV 2.0, we will see a new episode of Today in Nerd History. We'll get an update on the world of pro sports, and we'll check in on this weekend's weather. And also, I know some groovy dudes with attitudes that got some new dances for you to use at this weekend's homecoming. Get ready because Eagle TV 2.0 is starting right now. Once again, top of the morning, SM. Happy Friday. I'm excited for you all to see the fun we've got in store on today's show, but always, we got some announcements. But luckily, Matthew, we only got one announcement today, but it's a big one. Congratulations to girls golf and their huge win over Modern Day yesterday. The Lady Eagles came out on top with the final score of 179 to 189. Senior Jade Zamora shot an impressive low of 32. Congratulations again, girls. I can't believe you're now 7-0. Speaking of sports, Luke, tonight's homecoming game is going to be a good one. Are you excited? Matthew, you know me. I love my sports. I am so excited. And to teach you guys a little bit more about the world of pro sports, I got Aiden and Andrew. Take it away, guys.
Hey, what's going on, SM? I'm Aiden.
And I'm Andrew. The MLB season is starting to heat up, especially with the playoffs right around the corner. And what better way to commemorate both the Angels and the Dodgers than by seeing their progress?
Definitely. For the Angels, they've had a decent stretch these past few weeks and will look to make a final last-second push this weekend as they play host to the Oakland A's in Anaheim. Some players to watch for the Halos are Joe Adel, Luis Rengifo, Jared Walsh, and Shohei Ohtani, who are all starting to heat up at the plate for the final stretch of the season. Overall, it should prove to be another fun and memorable weekend for Halos fans at the Big A.
And with the Dodgers, they've been nothing short of remarkable in this recent stretch as they just swept the Padres last week and will look to continue their winning ways this weekend as they play away against the Reds in Cincinnati for a quick series. Some Dodgers that are heating up are Corey Seager, Gavin Lux, Trades Turner, Max Scherzer, and Julio Urias, who all have had amazing seasons all throughout the year, and they will definitely need it this October. Unquestionably, it will be a fun weekend with potential playoff implications in place for the boys in blue.
Well, SM, that about wraps it up for this week's edition of SoCal Sports Update. I'm Aiden.
And I'm Andrew. Have an amazing week, SM.
Thank you so much, Aiden and Andrew. It is always a pleasure. So, Matthew, listen to this. Not only do we have the homecoming game tonight, but we have the homecoming dance this weekend. It is indeed this weekend, and I could not be more excited. You all know that Luke and I are elite level dancers. I mean, you've been in elite athletes dance a couple of times, and Yes, I mean, sir, I did ballet when I was like 4 years old. So we gathered some friends to show you guys how the pros do it so you can bust some moves on Saturday night. I better see all of you hitting those moves at homecoming. Me too. You know, we've talked a lot about school events happening after school on today's show, but I think we should switch it up and see how you Eagles fare against Owen and his history lesson.
Welcome back to Today in Nerd History. Look, I'll be honest, there isn't enough history for there to be a whole episode every single day, but the name is catchy, so I'm giving you this whole week for the price of just one day. As this last Sunday was National Video Games Day, I want to give all video games a thank you for giving me something to do with my life. Even if it has ultimately harmed me, I thank you anyways. So, let's kick things off with video games as per usual, because that's what I'm good at. Or so I tell myself so I can sleep at night. Looking at the good old year of 2008, before I understood the concept of mortality, we've got a variety of games that were truly the cream of the crop. Seriously, play some of these. Such as Yakuza 2, Pokemon Platinum, Dance Dance Revolution X, the game that made you realize how frightening it is to see someone move at that speed, and Star Wars The Force Unleashed. All of those will be celebrating their 13th birthday this week and living in my memory for the next 13 years. Also, I'll make this extra fast, but happy 5th birthday to my personal favorite game of all time, Persona 5. Seriously, I love this game so much. But enough about that, let's talk cartoons. I'll skip the running away and searching for clues and get straight to the unmasking on the next fun fact for you all. It was recently the 52nd birthday of the original Scooby-Doo TV show. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Released September 13th of 1969. Nice! Now, on to actual science and the cool things that have happened in it, let's talk about space. In 1959, the first space probe to strike the moon was the Soviet Luna 2, which crashed east of the Sea of Serenity 36 hours after its original launch on the 12th of September 1959. It was the first man-made object to reach a celestial body. Cool. We also discovered that the rings of Jupiter were made of dust from the bodies of cosmic impacts with Jupiter's many moons, and we also launched the first ever weather balloon. But while we can't control the weather yet, I'm pretty sure we'll get there eventually. Now, regardless of our desperate desire for a sense of control, what we can never control is the passage of time. In that time, humanity has a lot to go over. Truly, a lot. And I'll tell you more about that next time on Today in Nerd History!
I'm gonna be completely honest, I knew all that information. Next time, Owen, put me on your show. I'm glad you're so confident in your history, Luke. Now, before we wrap things up on this beautiful Friday, I know you guys are gonna be outside taking some pictures for homecoming this weekend, and you're gonna wanna know what the weather is like. It's now time to turn it over to our amazing, dedicated weather personality, Matthew Walensky.
Good morning, SM. I am your dedicated personality to tell you that California weather is moderate. Now, first off, I want to apologize. My predictions have been so awfully wrong. From this point onwards, I do have a short announcement. You should never trust anything I say, ever. Now, with that being said, let's start. Now, today, we have a 77, and the weekend is gonna be just a tad warmer with an 80 across, so we're gonna have a fairly temperate homecoming. Now, rolling into next week, we're rocking with an 84 on Monday, followed by an 87 on Tuesday. Halfway through next week, we're gonna warm all the way up to our peak at a 90, just before barely cooling down to an 86 on Thursday. And that's your weekend weather report, SM. I'm Matthew Walensky. This is Eagle TV 2.0. Back to the hosts.
So Matthew, I see that low of 57 tonight on Friday. You think we should wear sweatshirts at tonight's game?
Oh, absolutely. There's no way you shouldn't.
All right, thank you, Matthew. Well, yes, thank you, Matthew. From one Matthew to another, it's always nice to see your weekly weather reports. I agree, Matthew. You do great work for this show. And SM, I hope you enjoyed today's show because that's all we have for you today. I'm Luke Carter. And I'm Matthew Pierce. Hope to see you all at the game tonight and at the dance tomorrow. Stay safe and fly on, Eagles.